podcast show. A podcast. I can't even say it right.
It was a tongue twister, but you got it out. That's fine.
Podcast show.
Perfect.
Anyway, so what do you guys think? Now, this is going to be kind of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Looking forward to
Yeah, it's a
doing
lot of
this.
fun. I think it's a good concept that you put together with this, with Steve and Sonny. And yeah, it's going to bode well. I think
It's
it's
going to
great,
be fun. It's gonna be fun. So we got Laura Hagen
Yep.
and Mark Lantero.
Hello.
You know what? One of the reasons why I want you guys on our first show is I wanted you to talk a little bit about the Players Club.
Okay.
Let everybody know what the Players Club is all about. So I'm going to pass it off to you right now.
All right. Well, I'll start it and pass it back to Laura. What it is, essentially what it is, Tony, it's kind of an extension of what you and I did for the Mark and Tony show.
Yeah.
Laura came up with the concept, and she can go in depth with it, but the concept was, instead of the entertainers coming into a venue where we're at, because they're always packing their gear and they're, there's a lot to go with it. Laura said, why don't we go to the venue where they're at? We're promoting the venue, and we're promoting the entertainer or entertainment, whoever it may be.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty
right.
much spot on. What do you
Yes.
think?
Yes, that's what we do.
And so she came up with that name, the Players Club. And I guess I'll take the show from here, Laura. I guess, okay.
Well,
So-
do you want to tell them how we got
Is there-
the Players Club?
I was going to have you say it.
Is there
Oh.
any way we can shut the speaker on this guy? So leave it pick it up right where you left off.
just push me off. Go ahead, Laura.
Go ahead, Laura.
We were sitting around thinking about a concept for a show.
Yeah.
And we were throwing some things around, and can't remember who we were talking to, somebody, and apparently the rumor in the desert was that Marcus is a player.
Oh, really?
But then he told me, he says, women can be players too. And I'm like, oh, cool.
Hello.
So
Am I blushing on camera?
I take that.
You're
I
turning red.
take that home with me, and in my brain, it's tumbling around. And I came up with the idea that players in the desert players. People come here from all over the world to play,
Exactly.
and we are playing here in the desert with purpose.
We're
And-
swimming in it every day.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, man, sometimes we forget how lucky we are
Oh.
just to live here. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to picture this because our past experience when we did 57 episodes of Mark and Tony
Isn't
show.
that something else, Tony?
Yeah, it was crazy.
57 episodes.
Yeah, and the best part of it is
Wow.
when Laura joined us,
That's
she
it.
became the master of ceremony.
There it is.
That was
all
fun.
good. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I guess what I'm getting at is, so when you guys show up to a venue, you announce it beforehand, to let kind of everybody know here's where we're going tonight, or how's that work?
Well, we've had a couple episodes that we've done. They're prototype episodes. And then we've also been on site where we would just film people and talk. And then I put little reels together and we put them on our Facebook page.
Cool.
And people can go there, which will take them to the YouTube page, which then they will be able to view them there.
Yeah, but you bring up a good point though, Tony. The ideal way to do it is to promote prior to the venue.
People-
So, and we've experimented a little bit with that, and it's a work in progress, right?
It is.
I mean,
It's definitely working.
Yeah, but it's been an interesting concept, and basically it grew through what you and I did, and
Yeah.
Sonny with
Yeah,
Mark and Tony show.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun working together, me, you, and Sonny, and the other bunch of folks that are
Mhm.
part of our cast now on How Belongs to Gods as well.
Which is a great show.
Hey, we got like 18,500 views recently. Yeah, how about that, huh?
It's
Crazy,
fantastic.
crazy.
Congrats.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. So, you know what, Laura, there's one thing that I wanted to touch on today's show as well.
Mm.
And I know this is a huge part of your life. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Earl Hagen?
Oh, yes. Well, Earl Hagen came into my life in 2002, New Year's Eve, actually.
I'll be there.
Yeah, it'll be 17 years this New Year's. I was playing at his country club. I'm a singer, and I worked as a singer for the country club, and I had his son as my drummer. His son was a friend of mine, but Earl I had not really met. And his son needed a ride home that night. I'm leader of the group. So I put all his drums in my SUV, a RAV4
There you go.
SUV. And I drive him, and he says, before we go, take me home. He said, I need to see my dad. And I'm like, great. We stop at his dad's house. His dad is already in his robe and turned in for the night. And I sat in the car. I didn't want him to, be embarrassed if
Yeah.
I was showing up. And so Dean came out and he says, hey, he says, my dad's really upset you're in the car. You need to come in. He wants you to come in. So I come up to the door, and he was just adorable. Earl was a TV composer of themes for the 60s, 70s, even into the 80s. Actually, he was earlier than the 60s, 50s, started in the 50s. Very prolific in the Hollywood scene.
Yeah.
And he was retired when I met him. But he asked me in, asked me out. We dated for a couple of years when we got married, and he changed my whole life.
I could imagine.
He really
What are
did.
some of the shows that he wrote for?
He wrote, his primary one was the Andy Griffith theme
Gotcha.
and Dick Van Dyke theme. Those are
Oh,
two of the
darn.
biggies. Those who remember I Spy and Mod Squad, which
Yeah.
were real hip back in the day.
Oh yeah, I remember those shows.
That Girl, which was pre Andy Griffith. Even back to the Ray Bolger show. That was his first one.
Yeah.
He pretty much came from film to television and brought his orchestration capabilities with him. And then he wrote all the music, the cues, the themes for all these shows. Gomer Pyle too.
As well. You know what? When we had you on as a guest on the Mark and Tony show,
Mhm.
you gave us both a book.
I did.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I was
Yeah.
looking through it today, in fact.
Memoirs of a famous composer nobody ever heard of.
Oh, but the in crowd does know.
Oh,
They
yeah.
know
Well,
exactly who that
the
gentleman was.
industry.
The industry knows him
Mm.
extremely
Of course.
well.
Yeah, he
Of
was
course.
godfather
He was
of the
Powerhouse.
yeah.
And you went to all of these big galas,
Oh,
and everybody would come up to him and you, and
I got
I mean,
to walk the red carpet.
Yeah, how cool is that,
Yeah.
man?
It
Wow.
was really a special time
Good.
in my life.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. You know
Yeah.
what? Walking on the red carpet,
It's fun.
it's got to be pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
So look, we're actually right in the middle of between Christmas and
Mhm.
New Year's. So
Mhm.
how'd you guys Christmas go? What'd you do Christmas? Anything special?
Go ahead.
well, my mother did turn 91
Wow.
on December 23rd. So I kind of hung out with Shirley on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and ate. As a typical Italian mother makes all kinds of food. So
Yeah, that's
we
cool.
just kind of chilled. And you were out of town.
I flew to Albuquerque with my son
Wow.
to my daughter's home with my little grandchildren,
I'll be darned.
her family, and it was lovely. Ate too much, had a great time.
What about you?
You know what?
Mhm.
I have a whole different thing going on. You know, back in the day, man, you know what? I mean, we would all congregate, go over to my mom and dad's house. And on Christmas Eve, we would do the like 7 different fish dishes because you don't eat meat on,
Right.
the night Christmas Eve. And, all the kids would be there. We would be there, my mom and dad, grandparents. And as time has gone on, as we've lost them all, things have really changed. And the other day, I was kind of reminiscing about all this, and I really kind of got sad, thinking about it because we have 3 boys. Well, one's in San Francisco, the other one, Dominic is in the restaurant business, so he had to work Christmas Eve. Our son Adam is in Tucson, Arizona. He's a pastor, so he had church duties that day. And then our other son Anthony, thank God, he's here local. So but he has a family as well, his in-laws. So Christmas Eve, they went to the in-laws in Oceanside. And Christmas Day, we had some fun. I got to go over there and prepare some lasagna with my grandson Rocco. In fact, I have it on my Facebook where he's standing on a chair,
That's so cute.
doing all
my
the cooking.
son.
Yeah, it was a great
Yeah.
chat.
But Christmas Eve was kind of funny. In fact, come here, you. Come here. Sit on my lap. I want you to sit on my lap for a minute. Yes, you.
This is Santa Claus. Come.
Our fan. Come on.
Oh wow.
Come here.
There it is.
I want to get you in on the action
Are
here.
you sure?
Yeah, sit right here, real quick. Let's go. Sit down.
He's Santa, and Santa
Right.
never
Ah.
says no.
Right there.
That's right.
You're good.
Oh,
There you
he,
go.
he pulls this thing up and I'm
Well, guess what? You're on camera. So Christmas Eve, me and this one have nothing to do. So I said, you know what? Let's go out to dinner. All right. I said, let's go to a Chinese restaurant, our favorite place. Well, we go to the Chinese restaurant, right? And we pull up, and I go, you know what? The Mexican restaurant is closed. The other restaurant next door is closed. All these cars are here. So we walk up, an hour and a half wait.
Whoa,
See ya.
Must have been good.
So we got in the car, and I go, now what? I said, I don't know. We're in trouble.
McDonald's.
Well, not quite. I was thinking In and Out. Right?
Better yet.
Now, remember what I said? That tradition that we used to have when I was growing up and our family, everyone was together, total Italian. Now here I am driving around looking for a Chinese restaurant.
I
Okay?
think there was a scene in a movie
Yeah,
like
there
that. It's
was.
called something story. It was Christmas Story.
Yeah, Christmas story. We
Yeah,
got
there you go.
our eye out.
Yeah, there you go,
I
Tony. So you
reenacted it.
reacted it.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we go to the other Chinese restaurant. I know these people. Oh, you want me to pull the strings or you want me to mouth it? Was anything? Anyway,
Can
so,
I do something?
no, not yet. You can hit me later. Remember, you're on tape. So anyway, so we end up going to the other Chinese restaurant that we like to go to. Here we go again. Everything around them is closed, and there's a pack of people. Another hour and a half wait. I said, forget about it. I said, Franny, we're in big trouble, man. Where are we going to go eat? All the Mexican places are closed.
Yeah.
Those are Catholics, as well as Italian restaurant, Mario's. Everybody's closed. Anybody can think of. So I see LG's. Okay, let's go to LG's.
Oh, that's
LG's, you need a reservation. We couldn't get in. I said, oh, God. So I said, you know what, Franny? I think we're just going to go home. I'm going to make some pasta for the night. So we're driving down, what is it, Washington.
Okay.
And I happened to glance over because I always glance at Chef George because we always go to Chef George. Well,
Right.
Chef George is closed as well. So I see about 4 or 5 cars parked in front of this little place. Like I wrote down the name. It's called Chef Noodle. I said, Franny, that place is open. Let's go eat some Chinese
You
food.
found a place.
Well, anyway, so we walk in and they have like about 8 booths. And there was one table open, like way in, and there was like a family table behind it where their children were sitting. So it's a family run business. So I look around, Franny goes, you think it's gonna be good? I go, this place has nothing but Chinese people in it. Okay. There's not one person other than Chinese.
That's
It's
a good
gotta be
sign.
good.
Yeah,
It's gotta be
That's
good.
a perfect
Good
sense.
sign. So we sit down, we order our food. I had kung pao chicken. You had shrimp, whatever. Anyway, so
Anything with shrimp.
yeah.
I'll eat.
Yeah.
Very good, Frank.
Yeah. So anyway, so we order, and I go, I hope this is good. Also, I see a guy come out from the back. Man, he looked like he'd been through the meat grinder, the chef.
Oh,
All right. Bang. Next thing you know, we got served like within 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
It was absolutely delicious, and I can't wait to go back.
Wow.
I'm
you go back, we'll go because
Okay.
I wanna try
Give
it.
you a lot of
Wait,
Up for
food.
it?
I'm up for it.
Here's the funny thing about it is so as people are leaving, we end up getting up, okay? And I was helping Franny up, and the little boy was sitting in their family table, like which behind us, okay? And I look over and he's playing games. And it kind of reminded me of like when we were kids. Not that we were playing games, but I remember my little brother, when my dad would be running his business, we had a back room where we used to sit and
Mhm.
hang out while we were open. Well, I go, look at this little guy. I look at a table, they had Costco pizza.
Well, Costco strikes again.
Costco pizza.
It's okay.
It's
And
pretty good too.
It reminds me of when one day we were in my dad's Italian market. Now remember, we had a meat market, we had a pizza oven, we had a full 40-foot deli. I mean, anything you want to eat was in that place, right? And when I saw that little kid sitting there eating pizza, remind me, my brother comes walking up one day and goes, I'm hungry. I don't see anything to eat here. And I see my dad lift his foot, bam!
Yeah, I figured that would be coming. All right.
Well, anyway, he ended up getting Mexican. So it kind of reminded me of that. But anyway, that's our story, right?
Yeah.
Well, you bring up a good point. Being an Italian,
Yeah.
that's how we live with the long table at the holidays. Everybody would come and go. Everybody, well, in my family, everybody lived on the same block.
Yeah.
They were all homes right next to it. And I was commenting once before, during the winter months, being in Detroit, I got a quarter for shoveling snow.
Yeah.
And putting the garbage cans away. And that was my allowance. So, I mean,
Good old
yeah,
days.
times have changed. The kids today, and like yours, mine are both in Chicago.
Yeah, there you
So,
go.
I mean, and they're busy doing their thing.
And look, I get it. You come up on a plane just like as you did. But you know what? There's certain things going on in our life right now where traveling is not the best thing. So we kind of stay put. But I did talk to my brother, who's, I have 2 brothers. And my brother's got 3 small children. He married a young lady and they had children. He's in his mid-50s and his youngest is 3 or 4 years old.
Mhm.
And he's got a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old, I believe. Anyway, I told him, I go, next year, everybody's coming to our house. I don't care. This was an awakening for me, being that I am now the head of our family.
Mhm.
My dad was the one that made sure everybody came over. for Christmas, and we did it. And now I'm taking over starting next Christmas. Everybody's coming to our house, correct? All right.
That's
Okay.
what I'm doing next Christmas. I said, you guys are all coming to me. What are we doing? Oh,
Oh, wow. You guys have
The
the same.
ring's almost.
they are.
Yeah.
They are.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
Look at this one. That was the same.
That's our story. Look, my leg's going to sleep. Let's go ahead and put you back over there in that chair over there, okay?
No, you go back over there.
She wants to take over the show.
I was gonna say, it's her
That's
show.
right.
It's the Franny hour.
My turn
It's
to
Franny hour.
talk.
Well, guess what? You're on candid camera, okay? All right,
Okay,
we'll have a
bye.
seat. Bye-bye. Be careful.
Right, it was good seeing you, Frank. Come back when you
Yeah.
can
That was
stay.
all good.
Yeah, right.
But anyway, so yeah, that was the Christmas story. You know what? It really saddens me that somewhere along the line we lose tradition. And you know what?
That's a good point.
It was a
Tony.
good good awakening for me to really understand.
It's up to us to make sure that we pass that on,
Yes.
you know, from our
To
youth.
your children.
Yes.
Very, very true,
And
Fran.
it's really
Very
hard
true.
to keep that tradition when everybody's everywhere.
Spread everywhere.
And
Yeah.
therein lies the issue. So,
But
You know what?
we make it happen.
I remember my dad used to get my son Anthony, have him stand on a chair and help him do food. And I think Anthony gets it because he had Rocco with me making the lasagna from every step. He was involved and we made it together. And that was kind of really
well,
cool.
from the images you had on Facebook and everything, I think Anthony gets it 100%.
Yeah, he gets
Yeah.
it. He
Yeah.
gets it.
All the way down
That's
to
how
wearing
we
one of the
feel.
shirts.
Yeah, you know, he
Right?
found some
Come on.
shirts.
Yeah.
We had some shirts from my dad's store back in the day. Of course, the one doesn't fit him too good anymore. I was gonna rip out that thing.
It looked like I was looking at the back of Superman. So, well, it's been a great podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Tom, we got a call here.
Yeah. What do we got?
So it's-
Hello? Who's this?
This is Christy.
Oh, it's Christy Rucci.
Hi,
How about
Christy.
that?
Oh, why, Christy? How are you, Christy?
Hi, Christy.
Never a dull moment. Never a dull moment.
Are you on?
Yeah,
Yes,
we're on.
We're on.
Are you watching?
No.
No,
Oh.
she just wanted to wish you luck on your new show.
Oh, thank
Oh,
you.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you very much for the
I
phone
waved
call.
to you.
I can't see you.
It's okay. You know
It's
what?
all right.
We're in a dark room, Christy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the
I'll explain it
problem.
later.
Yeah, we'll explain.
lights were turned
We'll
on.
explain it later. Don't say another thing, okay? Tony, get her out of here, will you?
Hey, Chelsea Santana, congratulations on your new venture.
Thank you very much. I understand, but
Who said
all right,
that?
you guys. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Anyway, those two over there, man. You talk about the Energizer Bunny, man.
Oh, my
know,
goodness.
Christy,
Never
she is.
stops, never
Yeah.
stops.
She is absolutely.
She doesn't stop, and poor Tony. Tony can't stop either. And
She's
there
an
is,
A-type on steroids.
yeah.
Well,
Very
anyway.
different.
He finds a way to get out of
Yeah.
there.
What's your experience like acting together again?
Yeah, you know what,
Hop along Stuga.
I was going to bring that up, so
Yeah.
many people know this, but I'm going to go ahead and just kind of hit on it a little bit.
Mhm.
I was an accordion player, right? So I was playing the accordion and being a band leader on this show.
Mark's place.
No, not Mark's Place. It was the show that I started. Was
Wise guys.
Wise Guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wise
yeah, there you
Guys.
go.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
I think a couple too many last night just kicked in. Well, anyway, so
We plead the fifth, Tony.
so the cool thing about it is thanks to you guys, you gave me an opportunity to be the accordion player on Mark's Place,
Mhm.
and Sonny saw something in our camaraderie as
It was great chemistry.
yeah, there you go. Chemistry was good. I was a little nervous at times.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember my lines a lot of the times, and that's what I kind of got this reputation of being an improv guy,
Make them up.
and it kind of
It
worked for
works.
me.
I was going to say, Tony, nobody knew.
Well,
You did it perfectly.
here's the funny thing is, the name Hopalong Stugats. Well, Stugats has several different meanings, but one, there was a scene on Mark's Place where the mailman came in
Mhm.
and he had borrowed, let's say, some Viagra pills from Larry Capoletto, who was,
Right. He was the other. Right.
yeah,
I remember that.
he was
Yeah.
delivering.
Right.
So he told me, somewhere like asked me if I wanted some or something. I said, hey, I don't need any of those. They don't call me Loose Stugats for nothing.
And,
All right.
and the actor
And-
was born.
And that was it. That's where it kind of all started. But
But it segued for you into
Yeah.
Hop Along Stugat's now.
we had so much fun. I remember the scene we did in the desert with
Desert
Joey I.
scene with Joey I was
Oh, man.
perfect. Which, well, that scene came about because Sonny and Joey put it together from, what was the movie again? It was basically kind of a little bit of
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas, yeah, Goodfellas,
And
yeah.
Joe's
Casino.
Casino, and Joey was perfect. He was fantastic in that. He played off us really well.
I thought he was gonna kill us.
I thought the best scene we had though is when we were driving around in your Lincoln.
Oh, that was
When
fun.
we were talking about how we were going to take over the town.
Oh, yeah, and then
It
these
was a lot
guys,
of fun.
these guys cut a lot of the good stuff out.
Yeah, shame on them. That was special.
So anyway, that kind of catapulted us into do some other stuff. And like I said, you know, we did do what, 57 episodes.
57 episodes
Mark
of
and
the Mark
Tony
and
show.
Tony show, and we have to thank Sonny for that, and even Steve Tangy sitting back there doing all the video and visuals. So
Yeah, we had
it's been a
lot of
great
fun.
team.
And you know what? Remember, we were in a bind, and Mark Antonelli left us because he had other obligations,
Correct.
and we needed somebody to step up and step in. And Laura was the person.
Here she is,
She did
the
a great
MC.
job. Yeah, you did
She
a
took
great
it
job.
over and
Yeah,
didn't miss a step.
And as the crowd would grow out there, I remember, listen, we were in the dressing room, and I remember, you know, you were there looking in the mirror, you know, getting ready. And
Wait, was I doing this?
I love some of me.
I got that from Terrell Owens, a football player. I love me some me. Yeah,
Anyway,
there it
so
is, yeah.
I could hear her telling the audience, "Okay, you can't do this, you got to do that."
Yeah.
You know, it was all good.
All right, she had to make sure she turned our mics off because we like doing
Oh,
the
yeah.
Pledge of Allegiance all the time.
We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, that
We
was
didn't
a
want all
good
those
time.
comments backstage to be out in the audience.
I think one of the craziest moments we had was when we had the drag lady or guy, whatever you
Yeah.
call it,
Yeah.
when they make the appearance on the stage. Oh man, that was nuts. But anyway,
Or wait a minute, a scene that still is, I still think it's the best is when the snake girl came on and you were holding snake. And I wanted nothing to do with that.
you could tell.
Nothing. But you know what? You championed the cause and was holding on to that snake.
Well, yeah, because she told us the thing didn't bite.
Until
At the end, after I gave it back to her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they do bite.
Dude,
What do you
they
mean they
bite.
do bite?
They all bite.
caller, we have a
another
caller.
caller?
I'm here. Yeah.
It's
Unbelievable.
Dino from
Oh, my God.
How Belongs to God.
It's Dino the traitor.
Hey, wait a minute. Whoa. I just want you to know that I just got done making meatballs and sauce. Okay?
Very good, Dino.
All right, you know where we're at. You can deliver.
Yes.
What's that?
You can deliver them in your golf cart if you want.
No, I can't. I don't know if I can make it to Cap City in the golf cart.
You got to get the
Well,
lithium batteries. What's the matter with you?
Yeah, I got new batteries coming next Tuesday.
Okay,
It's
good.
Very
about
good.
$800 to do that.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, have fun making those meatballs and eating those meatballs.
You know, we're just
Is
talking
that-
about
is that-
tradition.
Is that Mr. Lantero? Is that
Yes,
Mr.
indeed it is,
Lantero?
sir. How are you? I miss you, brother.
I miss you too, my brother. I miss you
Laura's
too.
here too.
Hello.
Oh, Laura. Hi, Laura. How are you, dear?
Good.
And we have a huge audience here, Franny.
Yes.
My lovely Franny, right?
Yep. Franny's there with a big smile as
Fan
always.
club president.
So how was your Christmas?
It was good, my brother. It was good.
Good.
So we had just the family this year, so it was good. It was just and then we had a couple parties because Donna's birthday is on the 23rd. So, and you have to celebrate 2 different times.
Hey,
You can't celebrate.
It's a week,
One
a
day.
birth week.
Hey,
Oh.
don't mark your calendar. January 13th, Saturday night. Chef George, we're celebrating Franny's birthday.
Oh, well, I'll tell Donna. We'll definitely be there.
Please be there. We'd be very
Matter of
happy to have
fact,
you guys.
Matter of fact, I get back from Dallas on the 11th, so that'll be perfect.
Perfect.
All right.
Timing is perfect.
Closing another big deal. I love it.
All right,
All right,
Robert.
Robert. We'll talk to you later.
Good to talk to you, my
Bye.
friend.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Well, anyway, what do you guys think? You think that wraps up our first show?
I think it was a great show.
Yeah.
I think it was
Tony,
a lot
thanks
of
for
fun.
having Laura and myself on it,
Yes, thank you.
giving us an opportunity
Players
to explain
Club,
the
thank
Players
you.
Club.
Oh, by the way, we are a nonprofit.
There you go.
I want people to know because we support charities in the desert through entertainment.
And yes, so we have our reference number and everything. So
And
it's
before
real.
before we exit here, you want to let everyone know where they could find the Players Club on Facebook or YouTube or
Go ahead, Laura.
Yeah, well, YouTube, it would be, if I can do this, youtube.com @Players Club, capital L, capital H, capital M, capital L. And that's our YouTube,
And the hand came out.
connection.
That was very good.
all of a
Did
sudden,
I
That
do
was-
it right?
that
I
was-
did it right.
That was the
There
Steve
you go.
Tangy hand.
So the LH is for Laura
Well,
Hagen,
thank-
the ML is for Marcus Lantero. www.youtube.com /@
So we
Players
have a
Club,
few
LHML.
ways of people getting a hold of us.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool. You know, we can post it
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yes,
Let everybody
yes, because we would love you to come to our YouTube channel and subscribe.
know. There you
If
go.
you would, it's free to you, but it will help us raise funds for charities here in the district.
Exactly. And that's
And
what
Very
it's
good.
about.
excited
Yeah.
about that.
This is gonna air tomorrow, so if you have anything to plug, you have Tim Burleson anywhere or?
Yeah, well,
Well, I mean, Tony mentioned, and Laura has family in town, but Tony mentioned Larkspur Grill. Tomorrow being Thursday would be
Fun with
the
Dick
Fun
and
with
Jane.
Dick and
Fun with
Jane.
Dick and Jane, so they'll be performing there, and
Saturday, Tim Burleson, I believe, is at Jackalope.
Yeah, I think so.
yeah,
Right.
so
In
there's a couple,
Indio.
right, so there's a couple of
Beautiful,
plugs for a
wonderful
couple of
place.
entertainment groups out there, so it'd be
Mhm.
great.
All right. Well, listen, I want to thank you guys for being with
Thanks,
me
Tony.
tonight. It's been great.
Thank you.
Franny, thank
Thank
you
you,
for
Franny.
joining me. My leg is starting to come back.
Anytime, I'll sit here anytime. all
Very
day long.
Oh, boy.
Good friend.
Are we lucky?
Played
Anyway,
beautiful.
Also, check out Hopalong Stugotz on our YouTube page. Okay. Thanks very much. And we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye,
Thank you,
everybody.
Tony. Bye-bye.
How long was that?
10 minutes?
25 minutes.
There you go.
Really?
That's pretty good.
Actually, that was all right. Huh?
Yeah.